Hello and welcome to another modelling video. This is Alan from the Wakota Man at YouTube with another video on an unorthodox modification of a mastergrade. And here's the lineup of all the work. Things are going very well, on task, on schedule. Cannot be more happy. The modification building work is near completion and we could see that we've got half of the project primed and a ton of green stuff or work done on the dome. We'll start with the Perfect Gundam, and we've seen last time that all the detail work was done, and with a shot of primer with all the conflicting colours, we noticed that it's all in one piece and very busy. Being one piece, it's a bit tricky to paint, but not as time consuming as 1,000 things on pegs. And I started painting the bottom enamel black for the pre-post shading session. This is enamel, nice strong paint, dried over a few days, so it's not going to chip or wear off very easily. Though I'll get nice and close into the detail. There is some battle damage. And the leg part, which is very difficult and I was afraid would not turn out too well, I cannot be more pleased with. So I've got a bit of an understanding that a lot of random detailed bits from various kits mixed in with different proportions of styrene, the tube styrene, flat styrene. Most important thing when you're cutting it up and gluing it all together is just getting very neat, crisp shapes and laying it down in a part that sort of looks organic and natural to a mechanical engineered setting. And painting it in a fairly uniformed, not too complicated colour scheme with some weathering, and things will be quite nice. The rest of the bits and pieces, the shield, which I'm very happy how it's turned out. Very busy. The interesting part with the back is kind of cool, so that did not really need a lot of work. That's not going to be too exposed. The face, a bit interesting with the whole beak thing. Very poppy. Gun has not had a lot of work, but needs to be just as tricked out to match everything else. And the backpack, an absolute powerhouse of detail. It is starting to get difficult to remember what was original and what was not. Well, some things are a bit obvious, but you know. To the dome. Now I've done a coat or a textured coating known from German World War II as Zimmerit. All these are lines marked on a tank to give it an anti-magnetic coat to prevent mines popping onto it. Wasn't very effective though. Kind of made the texture and the colour scheme of our tanks quite interesting. I spent countless hours throughout almost a whole week doing nothing with this to the kit, and it was very difficult, though altogether I cannot be more pleased. It'll be very interesting when it's painted. I will demonstrate a tutorial on how to apply this sort of thing, and of course the gun is also primed. Got a couple of cogs there for the whole steampunk look, and the half styrene rods has definitely added a tiny extra bit of flair to the gun, so it's nothing like its original look. The other pieces, same thing to all of these little pieces all over the place. A lot of work because you're constantly handling pieces multiple times to get all around. You sort of just got to apply a small amount, line it, let it dry for 24 hours. It's super tedious and it kind of makes your hands sore a bit. And the pole arm for the dome is going to be a Chinese G, which is very similar to a helmet, spelt GE. I'll probably put some reference photos of it later. Need to be a little cleaned up since this is a scratch build out of brass rotting and bits of styrene. The actual blade will be separated for colour separation airbrushing and glued into place later. It sort of looks like a combination. Translates to something like a dagger axe. So that'll be interesting when that's done. Overall, not too much to do. Some more texturing on the pink bits, rivets, and then it's all painting. Diorama has not been started, but that's not going to be too hard. I will have some night shift in a few weeks' time, and that's when the diorama will be started. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time.